My name is Kam Buckner. I am the state representative of Illinois' 26th House District, which is a district that is completely in the city of Chicago. And for those who are familiar with the city of Chicago, it runs along Lake Michigan, so the lakefront-adjacent communities in Chicago. I am also the chair of the Illinois House Legislative Black Caucus. Inspired me to run for office and to enter myself into public service really was the example that was set by my parents. My mother spent 3+ decades as a Chicago public school teacher. My father spent 3+ decades as a law enforcement officer in Chicago. And what they implored upon their 5 children is that public service is the rent that you pay in order to live on this earth. And so they made it very clear to us that we really owed something to the communities which we came from. And that's really what drove me to this position. It's been an extremely gratifying and fulfilling 2 terms so far as a state representative here in Illinois, specifically representing Chicago. And as a Black male who grew up in the city and who really has an organic kind of connection to Chicago and to its surrounding area, this is the honor and the privilege of a lifetime. It also has been important to me because I want to bring a voice to the table that may be different than the voices that have already been there, and to bring some balance and to really elevate certain conversations that may not have been, that we may not have had in previous years and previous generations. So it's important to me as a sub 40 Black man from Chicago in this role to be able to bring all of my experiences and bring them to bear and have them inform and contextualize the work that we do in the state capitol. I believe my background has made me a better elected official and been very effective and helpful to me as I maneuver through this space. Because a lot of the things that we work on a daily basis are things that I have intimate understanding of, right? When we talk about funding of schools and making sure that our public schools have the resources that they need. I'm a kid that went to Chicago public schools from kindergarten through 12th grade. My mother, as I said, was a teacher. I have 2 sisters who were teachers, and my oldest sister is a principal in Chicago, right? And so I understand the work that teachers and administrators do from a very personal standpoint. And when we talk about law enforcement and criminal justice reform, which has been a hot button issue around the country, and we've had a lot of conversations about it here in Illinois, it also is something that I came to with some real experience. Not only am I a young man who had unfortunate run-ins with law enforcement that were unfair and based on racial, based on my race. I also am the son of a father who I really did want to come home every night, and I worried about his safety in the streets, right? And so all of these things converge and kind of amalgamate to once again contextualize and help inform me as an elected official as we make decisions that affect people. My mantra is always nothing about us without us, right? So that means to me, Black folks, that means women, that means folks who may be suffering from traumas, that means people from the LGBTQIA space, that means immigrants, all of us, right? So we can, with more voices at the table, more voices in the room, we can make better decisions and better choices. We know for a very long time, our elected bodies, whether they be county boards or school boards or Congress, really have had a homogeneous kind of slant to them. It's time's out for that. Time's up for that. We are moving, hopefully, in the right direction as a country, and we need to make sure that everybody has a seat at the table, so we can therefore, bring back better results, and therefore make ourselves a better country. It's important to be empowered, engaged, and informed, and as we, I think, share stories from across the country, we share best practices, we share solutions. We can really get some work done, and that's important.